Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you, Panji. Thank you, Paji Bai Kanaya. Sorry, dignitaries nu. Te, I see Dr. Sandeep Kaur nu puch rahe san, kaun sa boli vich aaj bolna? English, Jan Punjabi, onne ka jo marji. So, maaf karo, मैं आज अंग्रेजी विच बोलेगा सो फिर जाय कारण वाला नु बिजी होंगे हो सकता लोग बोर होएगा सो सकते सो मैं ज़्यादा चिर नहीं बोलेगा अंग्रेजी विच पर जाय कारण वाला कितने आन ओह ओके तैयार हो जाओ So this is a very wonderful occasion. We're very happy that Gobindam is celebrating the 350th Shahidi of Guru Tegh Bahadur. It's a very inspiring story for us all to take inspiration from, because to give one's life for the sake of other people who are even of a different religion is amazing. Huge example for us of Chinta Parayan. Sada teacher Baba Virsa Singh Ji, Gobind Sankolan, our teacher, Baba Virsa Singh, always talked about Chinta Parayan. He said, don't worry for your own sake. As written in Gurbani, don't worry at all. God takes care of the creatures even in the ocean where there's no shops. Even there, God is taking care of everyone. So we shouldn't worry about ourselves, but we should worry for the sake of others. We should be concerned about others, not like terrible head scratching what can be done, but actively, as Guru Tegh Bahadur did, actively helping other people who are in need. So the title of this seminar is, what is the link between his ibadat and his shahadat? This is a great topic. I congratulate you on this wonderful topic. And it seems to me that it's partly reflected in the different names that Guru Tegh Bahadur had during his life. At first, his father, Guru Hargobind, and his mother, Bibi Nanaki, gave him the name Tyag Mal, which means one who's ready to renounce worldly things. And surely he was that. But although he was very spiritually inclined from young age, his father nonetheless trained him in martial arts. So he became a great warrior also. And at the age of 13, 14, he was already fighting very bravely at the Battle of Kartarpur. So after that, as you know, Guru Hargobind changed his name to Tegh Bahadur, the one who bravely wields the sword. But we're told that Guru Tegh Bahadur preferred a different name for himself. He preferred to be called Deg Bahadur, which means a person who's always feeding, taking care of the needs of the needy people, always serving them Deg and serving them with the most important thing, which is Nam. Giving people the Nam, giving them the strength to stand firm in the midst of the difficulties of everyone's lives. And that was a particularly dangerous time there, we're told. So for people to be given the Nam and be taught how to awaken their inner strength was a very, very important contribution to people's lives. So then he became known as Chinta Parayan, as you know, after he gave his head for the sake of freedom religion of the Kashmiri Pandits. Even Parayan can mean strangers. So for people who weren't related to him, who weren't from a same community, who weren't from the same geographic area, he still gave his head for the sake of these people, so that they would not be oppressed, not be forced to adopt a different religion than their own. So then the question is, how did he become so self-sacrificial? It's not an easy thing to give one's head, even for one's family, much less people who live so far away and are of a different religion. But I think, obviously, the way he developed these qualities needed was through Nam Simran, through meditation. Nam makes us so strong in the face of adversity. It gives us a huge heart in which everybody is included. Gives us love for the Creator and love for the whole creation. No jakara yet? Nobody sleeping yet? So I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying, but maaf karo, main thode chir aage bhi अंग्रेजी विच बोलेगा. So ਜਦੋਂ uska pita Guru Hargobind, after his death, his mother Bibi Nanaki, Mata Nanaki, and his wife Mata Gujari, his mother took them to her native village of Bakala. And there, despite all the fights, apparently, tensions, politics going on about who was going to be the next guru after that and after that. Apparently this was even at that time, succession to guruship was very political and messy politics. So perhaps to avoid all of that, his mother and his wife they took him to Bakala, to her native village. And there he got, as you know, constructed a bora. So he could stay most of the time in meditation. And a bora, I've seen a couple of them. From what I understand, they're an underground place. No amenities, no nothing, just a place underground where they could stay in deep meditation. And perhaps some people built them so it would be cooler in the summer or maybe warmer in the winter. But the main purpose for him was to stay concentrating on God, deeply meditating on the one he loved. So in his body we can see how much this was part of his life. Because as you know, whenever we finish a Kanpart and everybody recites together, all the sloks at the end of those are those of Guru Tegh Bahadur. And I'm reading them in English translation. You might or might not recognize him. But one place he says, meditate.
ਗੱਜ ਕੇ ਜਕਾਰੇ ਗਜਾਵੇ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ ਤਨ ਤਨ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਕਮਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਵੇ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਗੁਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਦੇਖ ਦੇਖ ਫਤਿਹ.
So he said, meditate upon God, O my mind, like a fish in water. Another place he said, like a dog who never abandons the home of his master, Nanak, in the same way, meditate upon God, single-mindedly and single-heartedly. When we finish a Kanpart, we're sort of hurrying to finish, get through all these sloks at the end and get to the end, and we read these things at top speed. But if you take each one of Guru Tegh Bahadur's sloks and think about it and take it into your heart, they're very wonderful. We shouldn't read my belief is that we shouldn't read Guru Granth Sahib fast. We should read it slowly and meditate on each line, take it deeply in and learn how to live by it. So this is what he says, like a dog who never abandons the home of his master, Nanak, in the same way meditate upon God, single-mindedly and single-heartedly. So we know that Nam is change so transformational that our whole lives change. It happened to me, it happened to so many people that received the Nam from Baba Virsar Singh, our teacher, who got it from Guru Nanak. And the same Nam that we were given appears in by Ram Kaur's Sosakis, right in that, where he's talking about Guru Gobind Singh's spiritual hukam. It's written, Ek Onkar Satnam Sri Vaheguru Japta Rao. This is the Nam that we recite, which came from Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Te Jap Sab Karda Rao, Mir Jap Sab, Jab Lag Gat Me Pran. So long as we have breath in our body, according to Guru Gobind Singh and according to our teacher Baba Vista Singh, who was his chela also, we should recite Nam in such a way that every roam which Nam nikal ja raha hai. So, and reciting Nam, sanu bahut zyada fayda hai. Nam jap ke sanu shanti hamesha mil jayega. Jitte ho rahi hai, shanti hai. Ek onkar Satnam Shri Waheguru jap ke शांति भी ते खुशी भी ते हिम्मत भी ते ज्ञान भी रोशनी भी प्यार भी बहुत सारे गुण निकल जा रही है पैदा हो रही है अंदरों निकल जाएगा जब ਅਸੀਂ नाम जापांगे ये बहुत खास चीज है फिर इन्हों जाप के ऐसी थोड़े समझ कर सकता गुरु तेग बहादुर कितना उसका पूरा जीवन का शहीदी दे सकता दूसरे लोग वास्ते परायण वास्ते So, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਮਾਰੇ ਸਨ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬੋਲ ਕੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਬਖਾਲੇ ਸੋ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ उसका मतलब ਸੀ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਗੁਰੂ ਹੋंगे परलोक ਦਾ advantage ले चुकी थी इस situation that it was not totally clear even though Guru Tegh Bahadur was the paternal uncle of Guru Har Krishan. So but it wasn't quite obvious what the connection was, so of course everybody took advantage of this situation, set themselves up as Guru. I don't know why anybody wanted to be the Guru. It's a very difficult position. Maharaj Baba Virsa Singh used to tell us, Guru Sant bana bada mushkil hai. Sanu achahan insan hona chahiye. And he himself, Baba Virsa Singh, never called himself a Guru. He always said, I'm just a farmer, just the son of a farmer. Main kisan da bacha han. Main sirf koshish kar ke achahan san bana. So instead of pretending to be the Guru, claiming to be the Guru, Tegh Bahadur stayed most of the time for over 20 years, we think, in meditation in Bora Sahib. Did a little traveling around, but mostly he was meditating. Until this thing happened that we're told that Makhan Singh Labana was looking for the Guru and went to where he thought he would find Guru, and they told him, oh, Guru Krishan has died. He passed on, and all he told us was Baba Bakale. So you go to Bakala and you'll find the Guru there. And he went there and found all these people claiming to be the Guru. Until finally, after giving each one 2 gold coins, and they greedily accepted the 2 gold coins, they said, well, everybody was accepting, all these fake babas, fake gurus were accepting his 2 gold coins. But he had promised when his ship was sinking that he would give 500 gold coins. So when he got tired of looking among all the fake gurus, he said, isn't there anybody else? And they said, oh yes, there's somebody sitting in water there. So they went there, and of course Guru Tegh Bahadur wasn't greedy for money, but he knew that he had promised 500 gold coins, and he said, well, where's the rest of them? And then of course Makhan Singh Labana went shouting around and saying, oh, I found the Guru, here's the Guru. So onu Guru banake trika naal, then what did he do? He didn't sit on the gadi. He started traveling around for a couple of years, going to spread Guru's mission everywhere, and also helping people. Wherever he went, he met the people, asked them what are their problems. So he built tube wells where they didn't have any water, tanks for saving water, planted trees, fed people in langars, and he also gave them the Nam. In those difficult times, Nam Simran was the best thing that one could do to be ready to accept any kind of difficulty with great inner strength and calmness. So I'll just say quickly that if you're reciting Nam, whatever Nam you recite, if you're just reciting it quickly, that's sort of good. It gives you a pattern of, but if you do the Nam, whatever Nam you recite, slowly, jo aap Nam japange, bada Ram nal, bola holy holy, abhi nahi.
ਗੱਜ ਕੇ ਜਗਾਰੇ ਗਜਾਵੇ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਪਾਵੇ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ
Thank you. So, jo aap Nam bada holy holy Ram nal japange, ono saas nal, saas andar ek onkar Satnam, fir saas bar Sri Vaheguru. Do it very slowly with the breath. Breath in, ek onkar Satnam, and breath out, Sri Vaheguru. Ena shanti mil jayega, ena khushi mil jayega, ena pyar, ena roshni mil jayega. Fir naam aapka jeevan zarur badlega, naam jap ke. So, tanu pata fir ki ho gaya si, o Kashmiri Pandit Aisan te program ban chuki si ke o Delhi ko jayega, uska apna jeevan den vaste. Te I see kai photo on pictures dekhiya san Jiravich Guru Gobind Singh, Guru Tegh Bahadur bada Ram nal, bada Shanti nal betre san. Jadon o log sir kartan wale log tiyar san uska sir kartna ta fir आका nu ban karke बड़ा शांति नाल इंतजार करी सन उन्होंने कोई परवाह नहीं सी कि मर जाएगा थे उसका प्रोग्राम नहीं बदल के कोई किसी डर नहीं सी किसी कोई असर नहीं सी इसका कि उसका पूरे जीवन उसके साथ जोड़ चुकी सन. So connected with God, he sat there so serenely, so patiently, full of light. The pictures show roshni, 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 sari paase, and with totally calm dedication, focus on God. He got his head cut off, but he didn't give up his principles. So I just want to finish by reading. Don't do it yet. Only 1 minute. I want to finish by reading a few more pieces of his slokas from Guru Granth Sahib. So one thing he says is, in Kali Yuga, the name of God is the destroyer of fears. Nam jap ke, you won't be fearless. You won't be fearful. You won't be afraid of anything if you're really connected with that great power. And he also said, Nanak, whoever meditates upon him day and night, all his matters are successfully accomplished. Aapka pura kaam hoega, wo apne aap karega. He said, he himself is liberated and liberates many others as well. So by the example and the power, the spiritual encouragement of the sacrifice of Guru Tegh Bahadur, and of course of his son Guru Gobind Singh, the Sikh community has a very, very powerful history to look at, very powerful example to see, very powerful blessings on whole community if they only turn toward Guru. And he said, Nanak, in this time of calamity, the sovereign Lord alone is my support. The Naam remains, God-oriented persons remain, Guru, the Lord of the world, remains. I've enshrined the name of God within my heart. No one is equal to him. Meditating on it, all the troubles are taken away, and I behold your vision. So I'll just finish by pointing out that Baba Virsa Singh, Sanu Kai Vari Keta Sanke, ਰੈੱਡ ਫੋਰਟ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ, ਉੱਥੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮਾਤਾ ਟੇਕੇ ਸਨ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੱਡੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਐਂਪਰਸ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ। ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਉੱਥੇ ਸਿਸਕਾਂਜ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਸका ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਸੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ, ਉੱਥੇ ਸਿਸਕਾਂਜ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਟੇਕ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ, ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ। ਤੇ ਰੈੱਡ ਫੋਰਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੌਣ ਸਾ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ? ਸਿਰਫ ਕਬੂਤਰ। ਉਹਨੇ ਕਹਾ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਦਾ ਤਾਕਤ ਕਿਤਨਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਵੱਡੇ ਰਾਜੇ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਦਾ ਤਾਕਤ ਕਿਤਨਾ ਹੈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ,
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਗੱਜ ਕੇ ਜੈਕਾਰੇ ਗਜਾਵੇ, ਨਿਹਾਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ, ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਕਮਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਵੇ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ।
थैंक यू मैम, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।